So
it looks better
this you got to freeze these, but they got to be very frozen. They're like an ice pack. And so here's the principle that's happening here. You have cold gelato mixture.
That's what we poured in the bucket, right?
Correct. But it was hot yesterday.
Oh.
So now it's cool. Now it's cool. But what's going on here is we want to freeze the mixture so that the crystals are small. Because if you've ever tasted if you've ever had ice cream or something that's like thawed a little bit and then frozen, or something's gone a little wrong, or you've just noticed that when you're licking it, it's like kind of like feels like it's cutting your tongue. Have you ever had that? That means that the crystals are too big. The ice crystals are too big. So what these all do is they're freezing and mixing at the same time. So the whole time that they're freezing, every time a little freezing happens, it breaks that crystal, breaks all those crystals, so they're tiny crystals instead of huge crystals that cut your tongue. So this is the most expensive one. A lot of people have these at home. They're like $50 or something like that. This is like $200 or $300, and it has a freezing refrigeration system inside of it. So it's just like your refrigerator, except shaped like that. Couple of things that you cannot do wrong, otherwise it will wreck our process. This is to turn it on and make the freezing system happen. This has to stay completely clean in here. This is a bucket. This is a clean cavity to put the bucket in. So this has to be completely clean. This has to be completely clean. And so before you put it in, make sure it's clean in there and it's clean out here. Use your towel because you brought your towel. Also, that's a very important item. And the other important item is don't fill it more than like 2/3 full, because when we're doing the freezing process, it's going to expand quite a bit, because that's what happens with ice. It makes it bigger. Okay, so we'll have to keep that rolling. Izzy and Finn are going to be thinking about that.
How long does it take?
Maybe like 20-something minutes, something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Are we eating a day?
No,
Okay.
because after this process, after we do this, we get the rectangular containers. You get the cool gelato mixture in the rectangular containers. Dump it in there, clean up your mess, and then clean up this, and then you stick it in there. This attaches to here. When it's frozen, when it's in here, and it's frozen, you can kind of yank up on this, and then this comes out with it. It helps to do that. But I'll be here to help you. I gotta talk not too much. And then when this is done, we have to put it in the freezer. It has to go in the freezer to freeze, because it's partially frozen, and we need it to continue freezing so that it's hard and not soupy. So when it comes out of here, it's gonna really look like soft serve. We should go over here. Thank you, Tommy. Who likes sausage on their pizza?
Not me.
I'll take some.
I think we should probably make 4, because you guys look like hungry for sausage.
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, who doesn't like a grilled sausage?
Exactly.
But we're gonna actually. So I just want to tell you something, guys. This is just one of my passions. You know how sometimes people feel weird, just like strongly about some weird stuff.
Yeah.
I feel strongly about this. If you can't handle meat, as in you can't pick up a chunk of meat, then you should become a vegetarian. Just get out of the meat eating community and just
Get out.
don't eat meat, because you need to make your peace with the meat being an animal. Okay? You should go and here's the next step. First step, handle some meat. Second step, go slaughter an animal. That's right. You should totally do that, because otherwise you don't respect what's actually happening. You're like, oh, I like chicken nuggets. Do you know what that used to be?
This morning.
Chicken.
Chicken.
Yes.
It used to be an animal. So make your peace with that.
I'm gonna
Okay.
my chicken.
You should.
Can I bring it in? It's a big rooster.
You have one?
Yeah, we're gonna kill that thing. It's so
Yeah. Oh, you slaughtered it before that.
No.
Okay.
I'm
You
gonna
should.
just get some fun.
You should definitely do it. Okay. I mean, no, seriously though. I mean, think through
I
it.
like
Like,
it,
if you
yeah.
eat a bunch of meat, then you should probably make your peace with where it comes from. I don't know. I think I'm gonna take you out to my garden, and then you guys can like get your hands dirty. That's also you gotta know where the food's coming from.
Yeah.
All right. We gotta go kind of faster than I'm going. This is your pizza station.
Go to a local farm and just kill animals.
Well, you can probably sign up. I don't think I'm not being funny. It's kind of funny, but really I think it's important for you guys to try it out. So you gotta we have some sausage in the cooler, and you can take. I think you guys want four links because you'll like them. They're in casings like they're Italian sausage, like bratwurst. I want you to take the sausage and squeeze it out into this pan and fry it up. Squeeze it out like toothpaste out of this casing, because we're gonna put little chunks of sausage onto the pizza and not large sausages. Okay? All right. So we need that. Since we're talking about that, this is garlic powder. This is olive oil. This is salt. We also have in the cooler.
Sausage.
Yeah, there's that. Hold up a second. If you guys distract me, I will go slower, and then we will have less time to eat the food. We have tomato sauce, so we can do that. There are logs of mozzarella. You'll want to go a little less mozzarella than you think you want, because it'll just end up flowing all over the place, because it does that. There's a lot of water in there, and it'll just kind of make a mess of the whole thing. So I'll help you kind of gauge. So I'm just talking about the toppings on the pizza, and then we're gonna make the pizza crusts.
How big are the crusts?
Hold on a second. Just love ya.
I have so much crust in my
Just love ya. There's also oregano that I brought in the other day. That'll be good on top of the pizza. There are olives that'll be good on top of the pizza. There are capers that'll be good on top of the pizza. I think don't spare salt. You'll be happy you put salt on there, because just like anything that's good is better when it's salty enough. Quanto basta. Don't go overboard, because then it's ruined. So I think I just named all of the toppings that we have available. Oh, there might be some rosemary over there too, or other herbs that if you're into it. I think that's probably what I said is probably enough. All right, so now let's do this. Can you guys scoot over a little bit? Okay. We can just stack them for now. Those up. Put this underneath. We just need a liner on each one of them. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Right now, hold your hands up, my cup. Thanks. Good. Okay. Can I get the flour over here?
Oh god. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that is
that's
good.
so much bigger.
That is good. Hey, can you guys go get the flour?
Do it from the crack.
Oh, yeah, good perspective. Okay, flour, yeah, there it is.
I'm excited.
Braylon, look how bubbly and good that is. Like, all that gaseous
punch it?
goodness. No, we don't really.
Oh, shit.
It'll get all over your hand. Get all over your hand. Yeah.
What
Okay,
kind of flowers?
this is also. It says it right there. Okay, this is plenty flour. Okay, name of the game is do not. I've said like two important things over there, and really a couple important things over here. Do not fold the dough. Say it again.
Do not fold the dough.
Do not fold the dough. Kneading is what we did yesterday when we were making the dough. We are just forming the dough. Got 50 minutes. We're just forming the dough today into circular-ish, better than saying circular, flat shapes. If it's not a circle, is it gonna taste good? Yeah.
Maybe.
What if it's oblong? Yeah, that'll taste great.
Triangle.
What if it ends up being a triangle, or maybe if you're lucky, it'll turn into a heart.
I'm
But
trying.
but if you are aiming for any particular shape, you'll probably end up putting a hole in it or something. So just kind of you just want to you want to not get your heart set on the shape of it too much. Yeah. See. Okay. This is. Yeah.
You put it in there to like unstick.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it unstuck.
Want me to hold it?
Yeah.
Do you have any experience?
This does not. No, it didn't really.
Is that bad or?
Thanks, Michael. What's going on here is just awesome.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So I do not fold it, but if as soon as you get it out when it's still sticky, if you want to get it into more of a ball shape, that's kind of where you want to start. But the most important thing is, once again, you have to have flour between the dough and whatever you don't want to stick to the dough, such as your hands on the table and the spatula. Do pizzas no bigger than a baseball, or take dough no bigger than a baseball. You want to know why? Because you are going to turn the rest of it into bread to eat with soup that we make. So you want to have some leftover.
Like Panera.
Like,
I love
get yourself out of there.
Panera.
Okay.
Stalker.
Yeah. Okay, that's about a baseball, right? Yeah. So.
That's all? I like it.
Well, I mean.
No, yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
expands, right?
You know, we don't need a
I like
super.
small pizzas.
It'll kind of expand a little bit, but not a ton. So what we're trying to do is not fold it.
Wait, I'm making
Not even once.
no.
Don't even fold it, because what it'll end up with, it'll just have funky layers. The only thing you want to do in the forming of this is make it flat. If you use your knuckles, it'll make a hole.
Holes.
If you try to pull it apart, it'll make a hole.
Holes make a rip.
Okay? You want to go slow, and what I like to do is just use the side of my palm, because it's kind of like a rolling pin. Like that. And then if it starts sticking to anything like my hand a little bit, or it starts sticking to the table a little bit, flip it over, and just keep on flipping it over and going like this, turning it. If you would like to throw it up in the air, then you're signing up to dust the floor.
What happens if you accidentally
don't.
turn
Let's
it
see
and
it.
folds?
Like one.
said don't
Oh,
layer
if
it.
it folds right
Accident-
now, it can unfold.
Okay.
So just don't squish it down, because we're not
Okay.
kneading it. Yep. So this is cold, and it will rise a little bit before we get it going. So you can go quite a bit thinner than that. But if it seems like it's not going to hold together, you can fold it up real quick and then toss it over. Excuse me. And then put it over here. I think you should go thinner. But
Go thinner, thinner.
but once you're done
What did you just say
with
there?
the dough, with the crust, we're almost done. So, and I see how it just stuck to Finn's hand. What is he
You
gonna
need
do?
to flour up.
What is he gonna do?
Flour
Flip
it up.
it.
Flour it up.
Just
Flour that.
No, you didn't
Flour it up.
flour.
Boys.
You just flip it over.
I didn't even wash my hands.
That's good.
What?
I'm joking.
I watched him. He's joking. I watched him wash his
Finn.
hands.
Okay.
So
But also, this is gonna be in an oven of 500 degrees. So, if I have another speech to give, can you chill with the like, oh, that's gross, I didn't get it out of a package, so it's not sanitary. Like, what? All food comes out of dirt, and if it grows well, it has poop in the dirt to make the stuff grow better.
Probably bugs too.
Right. So, can you stop with the, oh, it's not sanitary? Because that's, yes, but,
Eating poop.
My carrot.
yeah. But let's not worry about that too much. So, Finn,
That's insane.
once you're ready to go, stick it over here and then put your stuff, your toppings on it.
I'm so excited
Deal?
to cook right now.
What?
Yeah, you're
I'm
getting
so
jazzed.
ready.
Really feeling it.
Okay?
Gosh.
So you guys could go a little bit bigger on the crust. That is kind of turning out pretty small, but it'll.
Who wants
you
this
could-
one?
But Finn, I want to tell you something. That can go thinner. Just
Thinner,
don't
thinner.
use your knuckles and don't stretch it. Don't try to stretch it out. Just roll it out with the side and go from the center to the outside. And also don't worry about the shape, because it'll just end up.
It'll become a heart.
It's gonna be what it is. Okay, we have more dough, but we don't want to just have so much pizza that we don't know what to do with it.
I'll eat it all.
You'll be plenty. You'll eat. Okay, so I need some people to come back there and carry a bunch of things. I need like 6